Hello everyone. I'm back with another reading. This time I'm doing a summer reading in honor of the sun. So that's why you can see a lot of depictions of the sun. I'm posting this on Litha because it's the summer solstice and the start of summer, really. In honor of all the flower life and all the elementals having fun in the summertime. Yeah, I wanted to do this reading. Like I said, I'm doing 4 readings this year, for one for every season. So this time we're doing summer. I really hope you're gonna have a wonderful summer. I really wish you all the best, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, um, and hopefully the cards are gonna agree with me. So I'm I actually just cleansed the decks I'll be using. So once again, I will be using the Wheel of the Year Tarot, and I'll be using 2 different Oracle decks. One is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, because I thought that was very fitting. And the other is the Faerie Wisdom, Magical Guidance and Wisdom by Gillian Kemp, in honor of the fairies. So, I'm less nervous than last time, but I'm still a little bit nervous. But we're just gonna get into it. I haven't pre-shuffled the decks, so I'll be shuffling right now, and we'll just see what happens, see whatever pops out. If this reading is resonating for you, then that is wonderful. I really hope you can work with the messages I'll be giving you. If it doesn't resonate, then maybe it's not for you right now. Maybe at a different time, or maybe the next one will resonate a little bit more for you. We have our first 2 cards. All right, we have the Ten of Wands. I'm gonna put this one in the middle. Let me show you first. I have a new setup, a new decor, but I also have a new camera, and this time I'm recording on my phone. I got a new phone, so I can zoom and you can actually see it this time, so that's really nice. So yeah, the Ten of Wands. Maybe a couple more. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And maybe one more, and then we'll start. All right, Five of Wands in reverse. So we got a couple of reverse cards. We also have back of the deck energy, the Seven of Wands. So in reverse, and just right up, it looks like this. So it's actually, well, first off, like the energy feels like it's actually good that it's in reverse. And actually, it's really nice that that's back of the deck energy, because I do feel like that is pretty much what this reading is showing us. So I'm actually gonna start with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So upright, it is, I don't know why I said right up. It's upright. So upright, it looks like this, which actually doesn't feel too bad, but it's like balancing the money, I guess, as kids. It's I think this is such a funny card because um, the plaything is coming out of the nut. I don't know. I think the walnut. It's. I think it's pretty funny. They also seem to still enjoy themselves. So that's also nice. Um, I think what this represents to me is because it's reverse, um, that maybe the times of wanting to balance your finances, maybe feeling like you're not really good at it because sometimes you spend and sometimes you don't want to spend the stuff that you do spend, or you have plans, but then the stuff that you want to spend money on, you seem to spend it on different things, like kind of like impulsive, kind of like a little bit naive, like a child. But you're coming out of that energy. And actually, it feels like the tough nut has been, or the tough shell has been cracked in a way. So the leaves are coming out. That's like the image I'm getting. It's like it also feels like this has been one tough cookie to crack, but it I mean, we're getting there. Like you're definitely getting there. You're less or you're gonna be getting better at mindful spending and knowing where your money flows and actually attracting a lot more money to you. Yeah. Which to me also sort of um, resonates with the, like, it's the Five of Wands. This one is upright, but we got it in reverse. So, well, as you can see, it's like challenging, but I guess playfully challenging. But there is like sort of like um, a little bit of a fight going on to see who is toughest. And I feel like because we're getting this in reverse, it's finally not about who's winning, because it's no longer going to be a fight. It's just going to be a lot more thoughtful, a lot more knowing where to put your energy, and slowly but surely moving forward, because that's also what the Ten of Wands is showing me. It's usually not that wonderful of a card in the tarot, because it's a lot of burdens, and as you can see, they're still kind of burdened. I'm pretty sure they're definitely carrying their weight. um, but there is a way forward, and sometimes I think that's just what life is also about, is like, even though you're burdened, or even though you're maybe even suffering, maybe you're just carrying a lot, maybe it has been tough, you're still moving forward. And the place they're going, because I'm very much assuming if they're taking this road, it's going to lead up to their home. So, that's like the energy of a safe space, of an abundant space. Also, they're living on top of a hill, because so it's definitely going to be a bit of a struggle to get it up. But I mean, once they get up there, what a view, probably. Um, and I think with the Ten of Wands, or at least in this card, it's well, it's definitely about the burdens, it's definitely about the struggles, but it's also about the discipline to just keep moving forward, because it's not all bad. Like they're carrying, well, in this case, watermelons, the fruit. They're surrounded by fruit. They're surrounded by their passion about, moving with the inspired action, moving with the discipline, which honestly, I feel like this card is so wonderfully representative of the sun right now. Like getting into that action-based flow, and letting the fighting go, letting the worries go, letting the struggles go, I guess, is probably a poor choice of words, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you're not letting it pull you down. You're continuing forward, even though they're still there. They usually say, like, the last part of the struggle weighs the heaviest, like it's the toughest to keep carrying. But you know, if I can advise anything, I would just say keep going. You're pretty much almost there. And yeah, it's still gonna be rough, but you're almost there. You kind of know, maybe not really knowing the way forward, but you have a feeling of how to move forward, and you just gotta keep going one step at a time. So maybe at first sight it looks like, what the hell is this? Is this a good reading? But I think it is. I really think it is, and especially building forward with the last reading of Ostara, where yeah, basically the advice was also to keep going. I feel like we have moved forward a lot, or definitely the collective that I'm reading for here, but we're not there yet. It would be kind of silly to stop now, because you've got a lot of momentum. Like, that's also what the wands represent, is the fiery passion, the momentum, the movement, in a way. And I would definitely advise you to keep going, because it's actually gonna get, I want to say, a little bit easier. It's gonna be a little bit easier to breathe, even though the burdens are still there. You know, you know the way forward, in a way. All right, so now I will be shuffling the Oracle of the Radiant Sun deck, and we'll see what we get. I'm gonna say I'm not 100% like fluent in this deck, but I'm gonna try my best, and we'll see. Oh, that one flew out. We'll see what we're getting. All right, we have Idealism, which is kind of nice because it's the sun energy in Aquarius. I'll just put this one here. Maybe a few more. Oh, that's a beautiful card. Also, Speculation, which is in the sign of Cancer, and we have Jupiter, and the Cancer is beautifully depicted. Maybe one more. which is in the sign of Leo, so that's also Sun energy, and once again Jupiter. And back of the deck we have Friendship, which is also in Cancer, and it's women, which is good because Cancer likes being in the moon. And it's actually really nice that the back of the deck energy is friendship, because the idealism card, so that's Aquarius in the sun. Well, the guidebook actually suggests that if this card pops up in a reading, it often indicates that actually like help from friends, friends with like some influence, or maybe are capable or in power of helping them. And actually it suggests to take the lead in a group activity, that, you know, if you try to do that, that actually could be very rewarding. Yeah, especially if there's people in the group that align with your idealistic nature, but also, you know, the sign of Aquarius is very much into humanitarian efforts, beliefs, visions, and well, idealism. It's funny because usually I actually would subscribe that more to the Sagittarius, sign of Sagittarius, because they're, well, I'm also a Sagittarius, and you know, they're very idealistic people usually. So I'm kind of gonna probably take both of that, because, you know, the other two cards, they are in the sign of Jupiter. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius. I feel like there's a lot of expansive energy, a lot of very powerful energy in this reading. I think the guidance is mostly like allow yourself to take the position of leader, and allow yourself to expand, allow yourself to be idealistic, optimistic, and just go for what you want to go for, because you will attract people who find like pretty much the same things that you find important. You will attract those people, those friends, those groups of people, to your cause, to your vision. And you know, I'm pretty sure along the way you are going to find or form friendships, rather, with people who are maybe influential, or maybe already have some sort of a spotlight around them, so they can further your cause as well, because they want to believe in it as much as you do. That's pretty much what I'm getting from the card of idealism. And the speculation card is actually also kind of fitting at the back of the deck, energy of friendship, because well, this card is actually more about reaching out to your family, family or friends, to help you in your in your endeavors. That could be emotional support with the Cancer energy, nurturing support. Could also be very much financial aid. This card also talks about maybe an inheritance that could help you further along in your path to reach your goals. And it's also a card that speaks about your creative abilities, pouring your creativity into your projects, into your vision, because if I'm not mistaken, the eye is more about um, looking for opportunities or finding opportunities, and then the four sort of elements, virtue, philosophy, astronomy, and alchemy, are all part of the universe and creation. So it sort of talks about how all signs, all astrological events, all of it is just alchemy. It's all about what our mind or our inner mind creates to sort of push that forward. And the king and queen in the card, I'm pretty sure that one represented marriage. So maybe that is significant for you. Maybe in your in your path forward, you're trying to get married. Maybe that's what these struggles are about a little bit. Maybe you're already trying to get married and trying to get everything ready. I got married last year, so I definitely understand that. But even then, like, reach out to your family or your friends for help. You don't have to think or assume that you have to do everything well, by yourself or with your partner. You can ask for some assistance. May it be support, some guidance, some emotional support, or some financial aid. You can definitely just ask instead of maybe speculate if it's too much or not. Because the thing is, like, it's not like you're frugal. You're actually getting out of the energy of mindful of maybe frugality or maybe more impulsive spending. Like, you're getting out of that and you're learning to spend a lot more mindfully and a lot more stable, I want to say. So then we have the last card, which is the publicity card. Yes, I laughed a little because, not in a bad way at all, but it's just so fitting because, I mean, well, when you look at publicity or even think of the word publicity, you're probably like fame and becoming a celebrity or famous or whatever. And I guess that is definitely a possibility. I'm not saying it isn't, but this card does speak a lot more about why it's in the sign of Leo. Leo as a sign is very, very, very creative. Like the sun, a sun sign. The sun is so responsible for creating and growing. And I guess this card is sort of asking you to develop and grow your creative talents. So it's very fitting with the speculation card and the idealism card, to keep developing that. And I wanted to say, like, to follow the stars, other stars. Maybe it is something about celebrity. Um, could very well be, because we have like the globe here, the Litha. So maybe you will be a global phenomenon. Could definitely be. This card also, or at least the link I want to make with the speculation card, because this card, like we just mentioned, is about reaching out to your family or developing that familial link. And actually, the publicity card also speaks of that. Like if there's um, children involved, it would be very wise to look at their creative talents and I'm not going to say like push them, but like help them develop those because that's very important. It's also an extremely important way to not to show off, even though the sign of Leo is known to do that, but mostly to express yourself, expression, and allowing yourself to be seen is a very, very important and I want to say underrated gift because I think a lot of people struggle with sort of a wound and a fear of being seen and finding comfort in remaining unseen. But that way, of course, not going for any creative endeavors and feeling stuck and um, feeling comfort in being unseen and the shadows, but longing for something more. And I can definitely relate to that. I'm pretty sure this card because it's in Jupiter. It also sort of um, gave a small warning about being careful with over optimism, like maybe a little bit cautious with the idealism. Just don't overdo it. Like you still have to. You can't manifest without doing anything yourself. It's about co-creation with the universe. Um, but also the warning was also about I think it was about taking risks. Like it's not that you can't take risks, but be careful of like gambling with stuff or actual gambling. Like you don't actually have to take a gamble or gamble everything away. That's definitely not necessary. You can stay and stand firm in your beliefs and just keep going forward. The stars will guide the way. um, the sun is a star, so trust that you know the way and let your friends or your family help you wherever they can. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid. Don't be too afraid. You know the way. You know the way forward. Keep going forward. It's gonna get easier. You can also ask for help from your family, your friends. This could also be from your angels because I guess I kind of forgot that, but like there is an angel in this card, also in this one. It's like the Temperance angel, again with the Sagittarius. um, so you can ask help for help from the angels, from your guides, from your spirit team. Don't be afraid to do that. And even though it is going to get easier, you're obviously still going to struggle here and there, and you're still going to carry the burdens maybe of fears or stuff that you're still working through. But you're also, and I think that's one thing that I kind of forgot to mention, you're actually carrying the fruits of your labor. You're already carrying it, you know? So be proud. You got this. Just keep going forward. All right, now I'm gonna, I just grabbed the last oracle deck of the Faerie Wisdom, Magical Guidance and Wisdom by Joan Kemp. I'm very excited to work with these. I just thought they were so pretty. I'll show the box. I think it's such a beautiful. Beautiful box. Hope you can see that. I'm not sponsored or anything. I'm just kind of geeking out. I really like fairy stuff, um, and all elementals like dragons and unicorns and so on and so forth. I really like that there's a lot more magic in the world that we can see than we can see. So this is like the back side of the cards. And now I will shuffle them. Oh, we got one popping out already. We have the brownie. It's actually a fall card. Ask and it will be given. Thoughts and feelings vibrate powerful kindness. So again, with the just ask, you know, don't be afraid to ask. And your thoughts and feelings, take care of how you're feeling, even though maybe you're still feeling burdened. Um, the way you take care of yourself and how you're feeling and your own thoughts, um, that is a really important way to be able to keep moving forward, and to find more peace, more inner peace, to be a lot more gentle, and that will eventually definitely vibrate, um, you know, through your whole being, and vibrate or create sort of ripple effects throughout your own world, with other people, hopefully, to empower yourself and others and act with kindness. All right, then we have the next card. We have the Banshee. I'll show you first. This is a winter card, the Banshee. And it says vulnerable emotions ebb and flow. A new beginning follows an ending. So I feel like the Banshee card really is sitting very well, near the Five of Wands in reverse card, because it does feel like, yeah, the fighting is over. Like there's an ending there, so a new beginning can come in, and that's it's also a big part of the struggles or the suffering or the burdens that you're still carrying. Those are very vulnerable emotions, but it's not like you're continuously stuck in them. And even if you are, it's still an emotion, so it does ebb and flow. Um, Maybe one more, and then I'll just read a little bit from the guidebooks for some extra information and messages. It's funny because I really wanted to end on a summer card, but I was going to accept it either way. But it is a summer card, and it's the Mermaid. Fairy and earthly secrets become crystal clear. Soul aspirations forerun realities. So I feel like it's such a wonderful sort of movement from what we see here to back here to here. Um, because if you take care of how you're feeling, knowing that your feelings they're there, but they come and they go, knowing that you can sort of let go a little bit and, um, keep moving forward, the letting go a little bit, that will create way less of an inner struggle. Maybe that's also a little bit what the Five of Wands in reverse represents. If you can muster up the courage to let go a little bit, you can move past the inner struggle, the inner conflict, the inner fight, and that might allow you to start a new beginning. Because the thing is that, you know, your soul has some aspirations, and you know, your soul really wants. That's definitely what we've seen in this entire reading. Like, your creativity is very much on the forefront here, and whatever that is, that could be anything. But it is very much tied to your soul and what your soul wants and aspires to, or you know, wants to create in your own reality. And I have a feeling that the fairies are really helping you in this. Maybe even the mermaids, you know, because this is very specifically a mermaid card. But because it is a water card, or a card that's very much connected to water, it feels like you have a lot more control of the way you are feeling. It's like you're very much sort of standing in your power, very comfortably swimming into your own emotions, all because you know what your soul aspires to and wants to achieve. And it you know, all of those secrets are becoming a lot more clear to you, and you know the way forward. All right, I'm just gonna grab the guidebook. So I'll start with the brownie card. So once again, you know, the brownie card said, ask and it will be given. Thoughts and feelings attract powerful kindness. Then it says you will have several appealing proposals to choose from. Decisions lie ahead. People who honor their promises speed up a lethargic phase or relationship, encouraging it to flourish. You will discard irrelevant issues to concentrate on real achievements that possess a fateful quality. Temporary annoyances are fading fast, allowing all that results to turn out right in the end. Your faith will work miracles when you realize that a divine hand is leading and protecting you. It's really beautiful. So, you know, in the Ostara reading, it said that you're very much divinely protected and guided, and you know, it's coming back in this reading. Also with the angels, you know, you can ask for their help, but they're there with you. Your guides are there with you, and they are guiding you. So know that you're actually not alone. You know the way forward, because they're also helping you find your way forward. Because you're not really looking toward where you're going, but you know the way, and you know you're almost there. And I'm gonna look for the Banshee card, number 8, the Banshee. So it said, vulnerable emotions ebb and flow, a new beginning follows an ending. By extricating yourself from an entanglement, a problem will diminish to vanishing point. It may seem that people around you are slowing your progress, and that someone you had thought a friend proves disappointing. However, a breakthrough will suddenly occur to resolve a decision, and consequently bring new and more exciting happiness than you at first realize. Soon afterwards, someone appears who will prove to be a good friend. Laughter will follow the tears. So again, with the friendship that we saw at the back of the deck of the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, maybe you are currently disappointed in some support you're getting or not really getting from your friends or from people around you, but know that that I'm really thinking of the saying that even if one door closes, another opens. So be open to maybe new friendships. Maybe it is all part of the divine plan, and you will definitely realize that you are very much surrounded by a lot of wonderful, wonderful energy, wonderful friendships. Maybe not right now, but you will definitely get there. And then lastly, we have the Mermaid for the Summer card, number 6. Fairy and earthly secrets become crystal clear. Soul aspirations forerun realities. What you see and hear, and what you bear in mind, should make you wise and reserved in your speech. A situation presenting itself to you may not be what it appears on the surface. Something hidden may easily be glossed over. You may enlist the help of friends or family to make a long-term decision that is of major importance. Avoiding the hazardous channels of life, you will enter a thrilling new world of opportunity and personal fulfillment. So once again, it's so beautiful that it's like right with the speculation card, because that card also said, one, ask for help from your family or friends, and also, the eye really speaks of opportunities. So it's really cool how this is all fitting together. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Just stay mindful of what doesn't serve you, because I think the last sentence pretty much covers the whole reading a little bit. Avoiding the hazardous channels of life, so stuff that actually doesn't really matter a whole lot, in the sense of where you want to go and your soul aspirations. You will enter a thrilling new world of opportunity and personal fulfillment. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. That's where I'm gonna leave the reading. I definitely want to thank you all for tuning in, for watching this reading. I hope it served you in any way, or the messages aligned with where you are right now in time. Thank you very much for your support. I'm very glad about how it all went, and I'm really happy with the messages. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this by saying I really hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful summer, and a wonderful Litha, a summer solstice. Celebrate well, enjoy life, enjoy everything that's gonna, be on your path. Struggles and all, you are carrying the fruits of your labor. Ask for help where you can, or where maybe you should a little bit, and you will find all the opportunities you need. I wish you good luck, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.